Google is certainly not resting on its laurels when it comes to Gemini and sort of new AI features. I've already done about 2 videos this week, but this is something really, really useful and practical. It's not just some fun, quirky functionality. It's really cool. And this is basically Google Gemini Canvas. Now, we've seen Canvas with ChatGPT and initially, of course, with Claude, and it's really, really cool. Now, Gemini has Canvas built into it. So if we look on the blog site here on the Google keyword blog, new ways to collaborate and get creative with Gemini. And basically, there are sort of 3 main core functionalities here. So you can collaborate with Canvas, which I'll be showing you. So you can write notes or say an article or an essay, and then focus on just specific parts of it and get it changed, change the tone, change the length. So you don't have to rewrite the whole article or copy and paste a paragraph out and then rewrite that and then put it back in. You can do it all on the fly or in the Canvas page, as you can sort of see here on their website. The other, of course, thing is coding. So now you can see that code come to life. Again, you can ask it to code something up, a website or an app or a program, and then preview it. And you can see what that actually looks like. You can see it live and whether it needs any changing. Of course, you go back in and change the code, ask questions about the code and all of that. And then, of course, finally, now we've seen this in Notebook LM, but now it's available in Google Gemini. And this is a really, really powerful tool. And you should certainly hang around to see this demonstration. And it's basically making your files come to life with audio overview. So you can do deep research or add files, and you can get an audio overview, basically a podcast talking about the files or the deep research that you've done. Anyway, let me show you how this all works. So here we are in Gemini, Gemini Advanced. So I think these features are only available in the paid one for now. And if we click on here, you've got your Gemini 2.0 Flash, 2.0 Flash Thinking, Deep Research, which we will be using as well, and 2.0 Pro, again, for more complex tasks. But the key change here is you've got down here, you'll see this button called Canvas. So if I click on that, and let's, for instance, do some work on an article or something like that. Up the top here, you've got files in this chat. So you can add a file. Okay, so I'm going to add a file from my drive. Okay, so I've written some notes about me leaving my job and becoming a full-time YouTuber. Yeah, believe it or not. I'm actually retiring. But so I've added some notes here about me leaving my job, and I should be doing more YouTube content creation. You'll be pleased to know. So let's write here, and you can add any amount of sort of files that you want it to kind of help with the work or document that you're working on. So you go here, I'm after 18 years and want to work on a mini retirement speech based around the notes I've provided. Make it entertaining and pithy. After all, I'm here to educate, inform, and entertain. I'm going to put a little emoji there just for the laugh. Okay, so I've given it some research documents down the side, given it a prompt on what I want to do. And then you'll see here the Canvas bit opens up. And that was really quick. So, well, here we are after 18 years. I'm leaving the BBC. It's a bit of a deja vu, really. My first program negotiation was Have I Got News for You, Series 32. And this week I'm handing over the reins to James for Series 70. I've also worked on Live at the Apollo Series 3, and now we're at Series 25. I'm not saying it's all rinse and repeat, but come on. Of course, this isn't my first rodeo. That is a phrase I often use, although I didn't put it in my notes. It's interesting. I did 5 years at the BBC before my brief stint. You get the idea. This bit here, all good things come to an end. TV has changed. I've changed. It's time to rethink. Okay, and then down here, we can change the length. At the moment, it's just got these little buttons here, which is not very clear. I think they need to improve this because you need to hover over them. Very short, short, cancel, long, very long. I don't want to do that. Then down here, we've got change the tone. Casual, very casual, casual, formal, very formal. Let's make it very casual. Let's click on that. And then this line should change. There we are. But hey, all good things got to end, right? TV's changed. I've changed. So it's like chill and forget and figure out my own thing. Let's make it a bit longer, shall we? Make it longer. There we are. But hey, all things got to end. TV's changed, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, I'm ready for a break from the daily grind, to have more control over my time and what I create. It's not just about broadcast anymore. It's streaming online content and a million other ways. I've had to evolve too, learn new skills. Anyway, the point is you can just tweak different parts of the document, which is really, really cool because you're not having to kind of rewrite the whole thing. You can just focus on little bits, improve it. And, that's the great way to edit a document because, some stuff that it's written, really cool, you might really like. Other bits you just might want to expand a bit. So I think this is a really useful tool. So that's one example. Of course, the other method is obviously with programming. So let's start a new chat. Again, let's go to Canvas. Create me a simple landing page where I can collect emails for a newsletter, okay? About my content, okay? Something like that, right? So you run it and straight away, this is very similar to Claude that we've seen and to the ChatGPT one. And here we are, it's got the preview straight away. Subscribe to our newsletter. You can enter your email in there. So this is the landing page. We can check the code out. So here's the code. Let's change some of it. Let's go back to the preview. Make the typeface, not Ron, Roboto Mono. So there we are. Let's change that. And then instantly it's changed the typeface there. And there's the code. So you can see it sort of as it happens. Let's add a header. Clive Linden Daily. Right, let's just add that. And it's pretty quick. There we go. Clive Linden Daily. Very simple. Let's do another quick one just to show you. Click on Canvas. Got to make sure you click on Canvas. Let's create a 3D sprite of Godzilla. Okay, let's see if that works. I'm just testing this one. I'm not sure. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see what it's done. Wow. So there we go. Look, that's interesting. I was thinking, what have you done there? Yeah, it's a 3D basic model of Godzilla using geometric shapes. So that's meant to be Godzilla. Like, grah. Don't know, this is atomic. But look, you can see it's interactive. Okay. So, orbit, you can control, so you can control and pan it in the preview. That's quite cool, actually. I've not tried creating a 3D sprite before. Let's do another simple one here. Click on Canvas. Create a smartphone app that allows my kid to ask me to pick them up as if I was an Uber driver. Payment is tasks around the home. Yeah, make it look like an Uber app. Okay. I wonder if it gets that. Okay, so it's creating a little kind of app here. Wonder if this is going to work. It's quite complex. Quite long as well. A lot of coding. Still working on it. Maybe it's a bit ambitious. Okay. And here's the preview. Okay, look, there we are. Pick up location, drop off location, request a ride. Okay, so we go girlfriend's house, home, waiting for Timmy's parent to accept. Okay, and you can switch the parent. So there we go. Look, ride request from dad. Yeah, I'll go clean your room. Okay, add task. For one task there, accept. And there we are. I'll go and get him and then I can complete the ride. There we are. I've got my Uber app for dads, yeah? Or mothers who are constantly having to pick their children, ferry their children around. As you can see, just a bit of fun. Really cool. You can create apps, whatever, and then see it. You know, you see all the code here and then see the preview here and all of that. Yeah, really cool. That's quite funny. I quite like that Uber app. And it did it quite quickly. Request a ride, all of that. I wish I could actually export this. If I knew how to export it, I need to ask Gemini how to export it and create it into a real app that I can share with them. I suppose you have to host it somewhere. Anyway, that's enough of that one. So, of course, the other thing, as I said, is the ability to create what I call audio podcasts. I was doing air quotes there. So anybody who's seen my previous video that I've done before on Notebook LM, it has this amazing ability to do deep research and then turn it into a podcast of two people talking about it. So in this one, we need deep research, right? So you've got the button there. You can either select it from the top here or down here. And then let's say, look, I'm doing an article on the top 10 things early retirees retire early and become financially independent, which I much prefer, independent, look forward to most. Okay, and then you hit deep research. We're on the deep research. So let's go for that. Now, with the deep research, it takes its time because it does thorough research. So first of all, it comes up with a plan. So it's going to research these websites. I'm doing an article on top 10 things most people look forward to retire early, become financially independent. Search for common motivations, goals of individuals pursuing early retirement. Explore online forums and communities dedicated to FIRE, financial independence, retire early movement. Yes, I'm part of the FIRE movement. Just. Okay, analyze results. Create report. So we've seen this before, deep research. We know that. And it takes its time because it is thorough. It is so good at researching. So I'll come back to this. We'll hit research and off it goes. And then you'll see here, it's got a little timer on here that it's researching. And of course, with this, you can also add loads of documents if you've already got documents on the subject matter and stuff like that. In this case, I've not added any documents, but it goes off, talks about its thinking here. And it researches loads of websites. You can see the websites it's looking at too already, researching the websites on various things, on FIRE and stuff like that. Anyway, we'll come back to it all later. Okay, so I've got a notification that it's ready, as you can see. But also, of course, I get it on my phone. Maybe I'll see there because I'm out of focus. But it'll say here, look, report ready. Okay, so you get a notification on my phone. So as you can see here, the report is ready. Now, normally with the report, what you could do is you can export it to, here we are, up top here, sorry. Export to docs, and there we are. And if you look at this, I mean, it is, thoroughly researched. More time for passions and hobbies, freedom and flexibility in daily life, reduce stress and improve well-being, strong connections with loved ones, opportunity for travel and exploration, pursuing personal growth and learning, giving back, contributing to society, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, table 1, it's given me a table about FIRE, financial independence, retire early. And then look at all the sources it's used. I mean, it's got some thoughts, understanding motivation, more research. I mean, deep research, I love it on Gemini. It is really, really good. But anyway, we've seen it before. The big difference here is now, you see this button here? Generate audio overview. So let's click that. Again, it's going to take a few minutes because it's going off. Great. It's being generated. We'll let you know when it's ready in a few minutes. So we'll take a few minutes. Headphones on. And here you go. It's finished now. Probably took about 5 minutes. And here we are. So this is for people who like learning through podcasts and stuff like that. So you've done all the research, but what you want to you can't be bothered to read all of this. So you want to kind of listen to a conversation about it. So here we go. Let's listen to this.
Ever feel like there's just not enough time to do all the things you really want to do?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hear that a lot, actually.
So today we're diving into this whole FIRE thing,
Come here.
Financial independence, retire early.
Oh, yeah. FIRE. Yeah.
I mean, it's getting pretty big, right?
Huge. Yeah, it's really taken off.
People saving like crazy, investing, trying to get to a point where they can just say goodbye to the 9 to 5 way earlier than, like way earlier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not talking about the traditional retirement age here, right?
Yeah.
People are aiming to retire in their 30s, 40s, even 50s.
And it's not just one size fits all, is it? I mean, you've got lean FIRE, fat FIRE, even barista FIRE.
Right, exactly. Like lean FIRE is all about that minimalist lifestyle, really cutting back so you can retire super early.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got fat FIRE, where people are aiming for a more luxurious retirement,
Exactly. And then there's barista FIRE, which is kind of a hybrid approach where you still work part-time, maybe something you enjoy just to supplement your income.
Anyway, so there you go. You get the idea. This is available in Gemini Advanced now. So it's no longer just part of Notebook LM, which was always a bit confusing for some people. This functionality is available in Gemini Advanced as part of the deep research. So you can turn that long research, those long documents into a friendly podcast, which you can listen to, and it is bang on. As you could see there, I was highlighting some of the key points from that first paragraph. It's not just reading it out, it's having a conversation about it. And that's the real cool thing about the sort of audio overview that you can get with Gemini Advanced. It blew me away in Notebook LM, and now it's available just as a normal extra functionality in Gemini Advanced, which is absolutely mind-blowing as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, there you go. I just wanted to give you an overview. Google Gemini, just Google generally, and DeepMind are just knocking out these amazing enhancements and additions to, to their AI output, especially Gemini. And these extra features are actually really useful. They're not some sort of quirky little nice to have. They're actually very powerful tools that are actually, as I said, useful. I mean, that programming tool, like the Canvas, it was really cool when it came out on Claude, and now it's available in Google. And the fact that you can change parts of an article, it's not just about programming, and it will do it on the fly. The audio overview, as I said, really, really cool, really powerful piece of AI that can actually add something to your workflow and your life and stuff like that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you impressed with that? Have you tried it out before? Are you going to try it? And all of that. And of course, if you like this video, do me the great honor, please hit the likes, because I like it, YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find content just like this. And if you're new to my channel, then also do me the double honor of hitting that subscribe button, toggling that notification bell, and that way you'll know when I upload videos just like this. Talking of videos just like this, why don't you check out the videos right here? These ones here. I think you'll like them. Thanks for watching.